Hey everybody, welcome to Snow Talk on this Saturday morning. I'm filling in for Ryan Hope today. Lauren Jones will be in tomorrow at this time, and Andy is taking care of our evenings for us there. So I'm trying to get used to my day parts here, so hope I don't say tonight or anything incorrect. I'm not used to being up this early in the day. So if I look sleepy, it's because I am. But I have to go to bed soon. That's the important part. All right, snow showers this morning. Got to talk about that. Very light snow. But around here, anytime we get light snow showers and flurries, it just seems to cause more issues than a snowstorm can cause. And we're dealing with that today. We've had a number of slide-offs that have happened, accidents as well. I'm hearing now of some accidents happening in Indiana, close to Seymour. So just use some caution this morning. If you have to venture out, give it a while. Just wait a few hours, let the road crews take care of things. It's not a lot of snow. The problem is black ice has formed, so the road may look completely clear to you. And then you hit an icy patch, an overpass, or a ramp, and then, well, there you go. You start fishtailing, and we've had that this morning, so use some caution. I'll show you the radar in a second. Let me run through the stats real fast. Only thing that's changed today has been the normal to date has increased slightly again. 1.5 is the normal to date. On the board, haven't really changed these either. Still watching Christmas Eve, the couple days after Christmas, and then New Year's. 3 different pieces of energy passing through that have snow potential. I cannot go higher than a half a bar still on the Twix scale at this time, given the dynamic pattern we're in. We're not going to nail these down until the very final hours before they happen. Look at the snow showers here continuing around the area, so use some caution here, folks. It isn't a lot of snow, but it is not taking much to give us some headaches here today, and we'll see that trend continue throughout the morning hours. Accidents galore, especially in Indiana and along I-64 in Kentucky. Weatherview shows it's part of the system moving across the deep south. It is at least moving, so this is the last of the wave here, and there's some dry air breaking down in Tennessee, and we'll see that trend work its way in eventually to try to give us some late day sun, but I wouldn't bet on it. I bet on more clouds than anything. Maybe tomorrow, better chance to get some sunshine. But here's our next piece of energy moving in. Powerful jet stream rocking into California and to Washington State, Oregon. I mean, a lot of heavy rain and mountain snow. This is a mean looking jet here moving into our area, and that pretty much sets us up for the pattern we are facing as we head into Christmas week. We've got the energy diving down from the north. Initially, it's not that strong. Moves in across portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin. But because the jet stream has taken such a sharp ridge to the west and dive to the south, it is creating cyclogenesis. This naturally happens to the jet when it gets to the base of a trough like this, especially near a water source. Low pressure then develops. It then gets pulled northbound right over Louisville. This will be Tuesday. Heavy rain, gusty winds with that, but then it gets lonely and it decides to join its friend up here in Wisconsin, and then they collide together like two friends haven't seen each other in years, and you get a mega low that develops across the Great Lakes and southern Canada. That is the general process that's going to happen between now and Christmas Day. And I got to tell you, when you have energy that does something like this, a lot can go wrong when it comes to the details, especially on timing. The timing is going to change as we get closer to this because it's such a dynamic event. The models just cannot get this perfect. They are in at least good agreement right now, which is nice to see, but they're not there yet. So this is how it looks today. I highly caution you guys to keep checking back. It will keep evolving and changing, so it's important to note that. Here it is Tuesday. Here's that low, the southern part. This is Tuesday. It starts pulling in the warmth and the rain. Could even see 60s for highs. Here's the other friend waiting in Wisconsin. Now, they begin to meet up as we get into Christmas Eve day. We're going to go from rain to snow showers rapidly as the low deepens to about 980 millibars. This is the Canadian model. That's a deep, deep low in northern Indiana. Snow showers then break out, but low-level cold is not dramatic, so we may not drop below freezing, even at this point. It may feel like it's 20 degrees outside, but the actual temperature may not be much above 32. So even if it snows, it will likely melt. So that's the problem we're having with accumulations. You may be hearing a lot of folks saying, oh, there's not going to be any white Christmas, or some are saying, oh, there could be a light accumulation. The reason why you're hearing different stories right now is because there's a lot of debate on will we hit 32 or lower when the heaviest of snow is falling on the backside of the low. We don't know that answer yet. So all I can say is there's a chance, and that's the best I can really give you guys at this point until we really nail down the thermal profile that this low is going to have and how much it deepens, because there's still some variety here on the models. You know, it doesn't deepen it until it gets up in here, or it moves it over here to the northeast. So there's still enough variety that we can't answer the question on the snow part. We just know at some point it's going to go to rain to snow. Just can't tell you more than that. I know it's frustrating for you guys. You want to know if there's going to be a white Christmas, but that's my honest answer. The wind, though, that is tremendous. And the low deepens even more as we get into the first few hours of Christmas morning. That's about a 968 low. Whew, man, it's crazy to see that and not be a northeast bomb. I mean, it's crazy to see it over the Great Lakes. But you're seeing the snow showers, snow squalls wrapped around and very windy. In fact, look what the wind does to the temperature at Christmas Eve. These are forecast wind chills, what it'll feel like right before midnight at Christmas. Some spots in the single digits. Yeah, it may not be a snowstorm, but boy, it's going to look wintry outside and it's going to feel like it. But here's what's interesting. It moves out fast. This is Christmas Day. The low moves out. We get a south wind back into Kentuckiana because our next buddy is already coming down the Rockies. It's ready to move in, and it does so as we head into Friday, the day after Christmas. At that point, we'll likely rise back into the 50s. After being in the 30s, Christmas Eve and wind chills in the single digits, we jump back in the 50s. Now, the difference here, I think we have a chance to go to rain and snow again, but this low is progressive. It's moving. It's not going to bomb out and sit for a while. So, with it being progressive, we're going to dry out faster on the back side of the rain shield. So this one has the potential to go rain to snow, but the snow part looks even less impressive than what we would see for Christmas Eve. And then we just stay cold as we head toward that following weekend. I know we got the Kentucky U of L game going on. At this point, it looks dry for that game, just FYI. And here's the Canadian longer term here. It looks a little different because it's a different source, but from our friends over at Weatherbell, they provide some great maps here for the Canadian long term. But this is heading toward New Year's Eve. And you see we got another low moving in, the rain-snow line right over Kentucky. And this could be more of a, it doesn't look all rain to me. So that'll be an interesting setup. I can't go in much more detail than that. I just can't. So anyway, looking ahead, here are the 850 temperatures. These are temperatures above our heads. And the point of showing this is the cross-polar flow. I mean, this is cold air. It's locked in. This is the first week of January. And for those of you wondering, what does that mean for temperatures at the ground level for us? Well, this would probably mean highs around 22, 23 degrees and lows at night around 12. Cold Arctic air, and that would be without snow cover. So if we get snow, that changes everything. But the setup is for a very cold beginning to 2015. That's it for right now, guys. Be careful on the roads this morning. We'll try to keep you updated on the snow showers until they fade off the radar. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys Monday night.